I know I said I was going to bed. I am tired. But this damn baseball game won't end. They're going into the 13th inning, and it's just been crazy that all the runners that both teams had on base this entire extra innings, and not one single run is crossed is crazy. And Blue Jays literally just had the bases loaded in the top of the 12th, and Dodgers got out of it. Alright, the Wizards are next.
I'm glad you somebody that, and who doesn't love love like Jordan Love? Aaron Rodgers. Love completed 20 straight passes, tying Bret Favre to the longest streak in a game in Packers history. 306 yards, 3 scores.
Oh my God. I need to go to the game. Jesus Christ.
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, it's been tough sledding. The loss is mounting. They're simply not playing up to capacity. How to fix it is the question. And with All-Star Weekend fast approaching, it's always a great time. But the league has made some tweaks over the years. Shaq, anything you'd change or add to the events?
Listen, forget the tweaks. We need to get the big stars to participate in the dunk contest. First dunk contest I seen, Dominique, Jordan, Dr. J, big guys. So big guys, I know you're listening. I know you're playing. Step up. Get back in the dunk contest. I'll put some money up. You want me to put some money up? I'll put some money up.
He's got it.
First prize, 1 million
Stacks
of potato chips.
There it is. Ooh, I'm in.
Oh, I'm in too. Crunch, crunch.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. We're at the Verizon Center where the Wizards will try to turn it up on their home floor. You look at the Lakers. With the All-Star break right around the corner, a chance for most players to rest, to catch their breath. I think that factors in pretty significantly for the rest of the season.
I don't think there's any question the physical and mental break is just so healthy for all of these guys. They'll either take their family away or a staycation, as we like to call it. Nonetheless, you get your rest and your legs back, and it helps launch them into the second half.
And even for broadcasters, too, you know this firsthand.
Hey, listen, a guy with your pipes has got to rest that beautiful voice.
And yours. And yours. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Lakers right now, Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. D'Angelo Russell out there with Williams. And it's Baines in at the center, locking down the middle. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
You knew they weren't playing well. They tried to make some adjustments. Those got countered. This just wasn't their night.
And the Wizards looking to play a more spread-out system, spacing the floor with shooters.
As you know, though, Kevin, it's not just about shooting. To play that style, you need players who can shoot the three and attack closeouts off the bounce to create for themselves or teammates. That's where some of their players need to grow.
He's off on the second. Out to the wing. Expanding his range. Randall grabs the board.
Man, they had high hopes for a fast start. They get out of the gates 0 for 4.
He dishes it to Russell. On the wing, Williams. Now the pass to Baines. Just 5 on the clock. And the Lakers get it back.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
And Wall kicks to center Ernst. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
They get it back. Baines passes to Randall. Dishes it to Ingram. Back to Randall. It's stolen by Morris. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
They're already out of the inning.
That one is off.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Wall kicks to center Ernst. All with it. Now defended by Randall. Morris, left side, beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, terrific ball movement there, and once again, John Wall finds the right man at the right time.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Robin Lopez is checked in for Gortat. And the Lakers also making a change. Luol Deng is checked in for Julius Randle. Here's Deng. Good work defensively by Morris. Wizards have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game.
Now, we all know John Wall has been the subject of media scrutiny during his tenure in D.C. So much expected out of him that when the team comes up short, obviously the blame falls on him. He is the leader, but sometimes it feels as if he's the only player to get blamed.
Baines, an easy 2 points on the layup. 1:09 left here in the opening quarter. Wall dishes to Morris. Second chance shot, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, one of the most impactful offensive rebounders in the game. Robin Lopez doing work.
Baines inside. Lopez is there, and it's Baines missing. Well, with Wall in the media, Wall himself said that he'll make sure to read every critical piece about him. Thinking is, Dorsey can't just read articles when you're playing well. He'll use any criticism as motivation.
And isn't that, Kevin, exactly what the great players do? They find motivation wherever they can. And I think you have to give credit to John Wall for not shying away from criticism, right? What makes you get better other than when people are challenging you?
Morris a screen. Morris with a screen on Russell. Wall wide open. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 3. Deng passes to Williams. Shoots a 3. Deng can't get it to go. Wall was shot off that time.
That was a rough quarter. Holy shit. For both of us. That's a low-scoring quarter. I know they're only 4-minute quarters.
And an exciting young backcourt and what?
When we go out to eat, he gets like 2 meals.
You think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
I've seen that dude exactly the way John described it
and it's an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anyone could scarf up that much food and still go out and play.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Boy, they have not been caught out of position much. They're taking great angles to the ball. I love what I'm seeing tonight.
We've got Thornton. Porter is out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Smith in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Doris, as a former Big East point guard, you know all about playmaking. Who in the NBA right now, in your opinion, is the best at setting up their teammates?
I think Chris Paul. I think he's got the best handle on the point guard position. And to me, Kevin, I don't know how you feel. I'd love your take on it. I don't think Chris Paul gets enough credit when we talk about MVP year after year. Your thoughts?
I think so much, though, Doris, is clouded by the fact that he can't get past the second round. Would you not agree that has been this thing around his neck, which he just can't get off?
You know, it's a great point because the narrative is certainly there. He's never been beyond that second round, and so much of success in the NBA is defined by how many finals have you played in and how many championships have you won.
But I hear so many people who I respect, like yourself, who've played the position, know what it takes to play. Chris Paul is the first name out of their mouth every time about leadership, toughness, overall point guard play.
Yeah, the cerebral nature of what he does. And obviously the only question is, you know, does he demand too much from teammates? Is that even something that you would consider a worthy question to ask? Is he hard to play with?
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. That'll put Trey Burke on the line. That one on Mozgov. E.G. and Lee, and he's checked in for Los Angeles. And that one falls for Burke. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Smith kicks to Calderon, passes it to Nance. And then slams it in.
And that's just some great vision there from Calderon to see the wide open man for the easy make.
You know, you're talking about the great shooters in the league, and names like Steph Curry, Kyle Korver, those are the guys you think of, but don't sleep on Jose Calderon. Look at his career percentages. He's right there.
Dang against Porter. Dang dishes to Nance. Now here's Calderon. He's guarded close. 6 on the shot clock. Smith for 3. Rebound by Smith.
Oh my God!
Wizards leading by 5. Porter kicks to Smith. Here's Nicholson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Lakers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And it's Smith penetrating. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Morris.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Free throw drop for Smith.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Smith. Mortat has come in for Andrew Nicholson. Satoransky's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And John Wall subbed in for Burke. Fires, high post. The shot comes out, and the Lakers take it the other way. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing 2 teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction. You know, despite his struggle shooting, they've been successful tonight. He's just not gotten on track.
Randall passes to Smith. Gortat with the steal. Wall dishes to Gortat. Back to Wall. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Smith for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
This has been absolutely brutal. Missed every shot this quarter. He needs to keep his head up and keep working.
Here's E. That 3 off the mark.
Can we make a fucking 3?
Now Thornton makes a big high bounce and goes in. And now it's a 9-point Washington lead. And so that brings the first half to a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. In the second quarter, they made it look easy. They played well at both ends of the court, and suddenly, they're sitting on a 9-point lead here at halftime. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. I'm impressed. It was what they needed.
And that'll do it, as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
Celebrate. We're the best.
Welcome back to our nation's capital, everyone, with the Capitol building itself in our spotlight as we return to action here in Washington, D.C. And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Dodgers have runner on second, though, with no outs, so it could happen now.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Third is D'Angelo Russell. And, of course, John Wall.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
That intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. That's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Williams is out there with Russell. And it's Baines in at the 5 spot.
And steady from the free throw line. Morris has gotten there less since he's been shooting more threes.
Williams for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Washington the other way now. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
The opportunities were there to shift gears, pound the ball inside perhaps, but that wasn't the strategy going in, and they elected not to alter it.
So many times basketball can imitate life and vice versa. Doris, what life lessons have you learned through playing basketball?
I would tell you it's shaped every phase of my life, Kevin. It taught me work habits necessary for success. It taught me that my success very often is contingent on the success of people around me, that it's important that I'm pulling in the same direction as the people who are trying to lead me. It's also brought me some of the best friendships in my life. So basketball has meant just about everything it could to someone.
Well said. Well said. Randall with the bucket.
It looked like they were willing to give him that three-point shot, and he doesn't blink. Drills it right in their eye.
Outside, Wall. Here's Gortat. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Washington making some changes. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Morris. And it's Burke in for Satoransky. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. Luol Deng is checked in for Ingram. And it's Calderon in for D'Angelo Russell. And last season, John Wall said he felt that he is a top 3 point guard in the NBA. While he certainly is up there, that is a pretty bold statement to make. So that being said, Doris, where do you feel he falls?
Well, you know, this is an interesting time in the NBA. Some call it the golden age of point guards, and most will agree he is a top 6 or 7 point guard and has some areas he can improve on. And with how his career arc is trending, I would say he's very close to being a top 3 point guard in the league, just not quite there yet.
Nicholson with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lakers trail by 13. There's the triple. And the Lakers with another miss. The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Burke. And the 3 off target. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Nance outside. Calderon for 3. Nicholson grabs the board. Wizards leading by 13. Porter kicks to Wall.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
There's a minute left to play here in the third. Calderon for 3. They get the rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Now with this break, let's check out just how the rebounding has been divided up in this game between the front and back court for the Lakers.
Their bigs are getting most of these misses, and nothing out of the ordinary there. But that's not enough. They're going to need to do more if they want to make a big run here and get back in the game.
And he can't get the first one. Washington making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Gortat. Smith comes in for Andrew Nicholson. And it's Thornton in for Porter. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Smith checked in for Jose Calderon. Lopez dishes to Burke. Pass to Thornton. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Dang. Here's Williams. Here's Nance. And again, the Lakers no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Burke, the pass to Lopez. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Here's Wall. He's got 6.
Lakers foul call. Ish Smith.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Well, this is the #1 pick back in 2010. John Wall, he's the franchise. No question about that.
Smith outside. Ingram kicks to Yee. For 3, Smith. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Wizards. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Wizards leading by 16. Porter and Morris, the duo at forward. Ball out there with Cedrance, and it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards.
Lopez looking right at home with the catch and shoot.
Russell inside, covered by Wall. And it's Ingram missing. Washington shooting in this game 45%. Wall with it. He feeds it to Porter. Launches it. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 5 assists tonight.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Especially to him. They need to show a lot more energy and activity at the defensive end if they hope to trim this lead.
Shot from 12. And Washington again with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Doris, we asked fans to write in questions for you. We've had thousands, literally thousands of letters, emails coming in. The fans want you to answer questions. So here's one I just picked out of the fishbowl here. This is from Joe in Portland. What are your hobbies outside of basketball?
Yeah, I think this might surprise people, but I love to cook, Kevin. Not that I'm going to spend 3 hours in the kitchen, but having been the mother of 2 children, I love to cook. My daughter loves to cook with me. The other thing is I live at the ocean, so you can find me on the water.
I want to be one of your kids. My gosh.
It's not a bad life.
Now, I picture you as like with a towel draped over your shoulder and coaching, thinking it through, but enjoying the cooking process.
Oh, there's no question. I'll tell you what, if I make a good dish, just like John Thompson, the towel's over the shoulder, but if I have thrown it down, that towel goes in the air.
You can cook.
No question.
Lopez sets a screen for Wall. To the paint, Morris. From 8. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
It hasn't mattered what tactic they've used. The inside game, the outside game, quick hitters, patience, whatever. It's all worked.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Wizards leading by 22. Inside, it's deflected and stolen by Russell. To the wing on the left. Here's the 3. Nicholson grabs the board. Wizards have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Burke dishes to Thornton. The feed to Nicholson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Eddie, the pass to Burke. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Washington.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for a Wall.
Now, this guy played the role of conductor out there, just delivering great pass one after the other, and the flow of the offense, great because of it. Coach has got to be pleased with all those assists.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Mozgov, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Gian Leon comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Calderon in for Williams.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this one.
And that's the thing. When you fought all game, expended all your energy, you want to do everything you can to come away with the W.
Randall no good. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Pass to Thornton. Now here's Burke. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
Once again, John Wall proving that he has developed into one of the NBA's true superstars. The choices he makes with the basketball in his hands are so intelligent. Great job tonight. The smartest player on the floor tonight. He had the defense guessing all night long.
Well, he hadn't been himself for a while until tonight. This was the star player we're all used to seeing. With the way he broke out, I can officially say that whatever slump he was going through.
That's going to do it for our broadcast.
I remember that so vividly. Oh my gosh.
But you found football.
Unless we got a soft post.
At what point did you go, I like this game and I might be able to make a career out of it?
My freshman year, 2 bruises for 1 pitch.
I told quite a few people I would be in the NFL. It was just me kind of figuring out how I'm going to do it. Set a goal.